Good evening, Shavua Tov. I hope you had a restful and peaceful weekend so far. And here's my day 3 pearls of wisdom. This week's portion of the Torah that we read in synagogue is Shoftim, Judges. And I saw two things that I really wanted to share. The first one, the sentence is, Judges and officers you shall appoint for you in all your cities. The word lecha, for you, seems superfluous, extra. So he explains, in a person's face there are 7 holes, 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, and a mouth. And just like you have to get judges for your city, lecha, to you, also means you have to police those 7 holes. Your 2 eyes, what you see, your 2 ears, what you hear, your 2 nostrils, what you smell, and your mouth, what you speak. You should be a judge over all your senses. Also, it says that since this portion always comes out around this time of the year, close to Rosh Hashanah, that we should be extra careful of what we speak, what we see, what we say, what we smell, and rectify anything we've done using these parts of our body before the new year, to rectify any sins that we might have done using our eyes, our ears, our nose, and our mouth. So I wanted to share that first one with you. So besides judging the city, we have to be there to judge ourselves. And the second thing was, it says, Tamim tiyeh im Hashem Elokecha. You shall be wholehearted with God your God. And the rabbi is saying, maybe it should have been wholehearted before your God rather than with God. So there are many people, he answers, that act piously in front of people, but when they're alone, not so. They think they're alone anyway. But the fact is, they're alone with God because God is always there. Even though they're thinking that they're alone, they're not really alone. And alternatively, he says, it sounds very hard that you should be, it sounds like a very big task that you should be wholehearted, complete with God. But he explains that if you knew that at every moment of the day God is with you and watching you, so you're never alone, it would be easier for you to be complete and whole with God because God is there with you, watching you. So it's easier for you to behave and be wholehearted person, looking up to God because God is really there even though you don't see him. And he gives a story of this coachman who's riding a coach, and one day he has this very big rabbi as his passenger. And while they're moving along, the coachman's very hungry, and he stops the wagon when he sees this vegetable garden, and he gets out to take some fruit. And he's about to pick up rip a vegetable out of the garden to eat. And the rabbi yells out to him, "Stop, someone's watching." So the coachman gets scared and he jumps back into the wagon and he starts to move along and he says, "You scared me, but I looked around, I didn't see anyone." And the rabbi answered him, "Hashem is watching, God is watching you." So this message is that even if we think we're alone, we're never alone, and we have to behave accordingly, knowing that God is watching everything we do. And I'm blessing you that it should be easy for you to do the right thing at all times because you know you have God supporting you at all times and watching you, and he's there for you. Have a great night. Bye for now.